Hi guys, and welcome back to another episode of Making Interstellar Redux. Now today we have a bit of a different episode. We are featuring a smaller game in the Dutch Cup. It is Volendam versus Ajax in the 4th round. But before we get into that, we have quite a bit to cover since the last episode, so let's get right into that now. The last episode was the FC 23-0 victory, and as you may notice, we've no longer got a perfect record in the league. We came out of the FC 20 game, went to Heracles, maybe a little bit complacent, and unfortunately we got a 1-1 draw, but it's still unbeaten, but I'm just a little bit disappointed to let the lead slip like that. Thankfully, we followed that up with a very good 4-1 victory at home over Vitesse. Ziyech, Klaassen, Bazor and Van Persie getting 4 first half goals, and that was all we needed to see that game through. We then finished off our Champions League group campaign with a 1-1 draw away at Liverpool. Very fortunate to escape with the draw, but this means that it's us and Anderlecht who qualify from our group, and obviously we qualify in top spot, which means we should get an easier draw for the first knockout round, which you'll actually see later in this episode. Now, the last game I literally just played was a 2-0 home victory over Heerenveen, a goal from Ebicilio and Bazor securing the win, 2 first half goals there, and that's where we stand. In the league, we are currently first, obviously, 10 points clear of PSV, who are in second, and we have a game in hand on them against Zwolle, which is our last game before the winter break. Now, in terms of the lineup for today, I did say we'd be rotating a little bit. Unfortunately, we're not really in a position to do too much rotating. As you can see, we have big injuries to a lot of our key attackers. Wesley Sneijder's only just come back from an injury. Ola John is currently out for 2 months. He broke his ankle. Klaassen is out for 2 to 3 months. He damaged his Achilles tendon. Hakim Ziyech has just got injured and he's broken his ribs, so he's out for 4 weeks. Van Persie, who was Luke's replacement, is out for 3 to 5 days. And Luke is actually out for 9 days to 2 weeks. So we've got a very weakened team anyway. We're going to do a couple of changes. Hans Gilson is going to play, and unfortunately Van Rijn is a little bit tired, so Verhaeg is coming in there. Now I just want to look at my B team just to see if we've got any strikers. I don't appear to, because I'm a little bit concerned going into this game with no backup striker on the bench, and Van Gool seems to be our best bet, and even though he's not very good, I will want to rest our only fit striker in this game, so it's probably wise I do take him. And we're also going to bring another midfielder along, and that will be, looking at the star ratings, we're going to bring Harvey Beltman, just because, you know, I have to pick a Dutch player to start off with anyway. I'm assuming they're all Dutch. They are all Dutch indeed. But yeah, we needs must, unfortunately. We're in a little bit of an injury crisis at the moment, but I'm confident we have got the quality to get through this game. That much is a given. And hopefully we'll do it professionally. So let's get right into this game. Apparently we've played them once before, beat them. I don't know what score that was, but let's get straight on into this. We'll submit the team. We've got to give the squad numbers for 2 players. We'll chuck them with some really high, unimportant numbers like 80, and they probably won't feature again for this team, and 94 just for the sake of it. Right, let's get on into this. We are obviously major favourites. We've got a lot of injuries, but we've still got a team good enough to beat a team like Volendam. I'm going to be telling them there's no need. Well, we've got to keep the fans happy. Oh, what am I saying? We've got to do this for the fans, not slip into any kind of complacency here. And I'm putting out what is the best team available for me, apart from maybe Nori for Gilson. Okay, so 12 minutes gone, not much is happening. We're dominating the ball, having the majority of the chances, but we haven't created anything too good yet. Hopefully this will be a chance now. Goosen, Vilhena, to Goosen again, to Vilhena, to Epicilio. He's facing to Bakker. He's offside, unfortunately. And that's a shame. That would have been his first goal for Ajax, I think. Unfortunately, he was offside. I thought he had just come back on, sir, but I'm going to give the linesman the benefit of the doubt. And 25 minutes gone, half hour gone, and still nothing really happening. I accept playing a slightly weaker team, but we need to do better than this against a team like Volendam. I want to win all the Dutch competitions possible this year, so I'm looking for a positive performance, a good result here. Butner. No finding anyone there, but he's going to play the ball in again. It's hit the bar. Ugh. And that was the chance. And that kind of sums up the first half, really. We haven't created anything. Poor performances from Vilhena and Bakker. I'm going to tell them they've been rubbish. Especially Vilhena. who should get fired up. And I know there's no need to say anything to Bakker, he's fired up anyway. Schmid is looking stressed, bless him. Don't know what he expects me to do about that, but he's got to make the difference if he wants to stop being stressed. Bakker's gotten worse, which is disappointing. De Jong's not playing especially well either. It's just been a very, very poor performance from us. Unfortunately, we don't really have the quality on the bench to change it, but Bakker has had a shot saved. Schmid, and how are we not a goal up? We're going to keep it the same for as long as possible, really. Maybe we'll bring Nuri on for Gilson at some point. Vilhena now. Come on. Becilio. To Bakker, he should score. Is he onside? Oh, he's offside again, mate. Hold your run. I thought he was on. I thought the linesman was going to let us get away with that. But unfortunately not. We've got another chance here. Verhaeg into Bakker. Doesn't get to him. Gilson to Ebicilio. He scored another goal for Ajax. Another long range screamer. Lovely goal. Just what we needed in this kind of game. And finally someone stepped up to the plate and got us ahead in this one. Because we haven't been good. We needed someone to step up. And it's an unlikely source in Ebicilio. Obviously building on the confidence of scoring in the last game, and he has got us a goal and put us 1-0 up on the night. Okay, so we're going to make a change just to keep people fit. De Jong's not long back from injury, so you're coming on the Beck. And we're also going to drop Vilhena back for... No, that's all we're going to do for now. That's all we're going to do for now. Let's keep playing. De Jong, I'm trying to protect De Jong a little bit because he has only just come back from injury. Van de Beek. Oh, he's at the bar. Gilson! Is he onside? He is, and that is game, set, and match. We're gonna, I hope so. We're gonna rest a couple of players. We're gonna give Van Gaal and Beltman their debuts just to rest people up and protect some people. Unfortunately, it's a poor performance from Bakker, and we do have to rely on him in the next league game, I think. Hopefully, Van Persie will be back. But a lovely free kick from Van de Beek. Smashes the crossbar, and thankfully, Gilson is there to rifle that one home. And is this a chance from to kick off? No, it's just that my menu hasn't loaded. Okay, that's fine as long as the clock ticks down. I want a clean sheet and I want to win. So 3 minutes of added time. We're into the last minute of that, and it looks like we have secured a 2-0 victory here. We made it a little bit tricky for ourselves. We had dominated the game, but we couldn't find the goal in the first half, and thankfully we've managed to get the 2 goals that put us through into the Dutch Cup quarterfinals. And just after this game is the Dutch Cup draw and also the first knockout round of the Champions League draw. So we're going to be doing both of those live on camera. So let's have a look at that. I'm going to tell me he wasn't very good. I want him to know that if he plays, or he probably will play in the next game, but he needs to know that that wasn't good enough. And thankfully we went through, beat the Jupiler League team. They're only in 8th, so we shouldn't really have struggled that much. But I'm not bothered. We managed to get through. Yeah, very, very good. Apparently not as good as we think. A lot of people have been saying that. Let's go praise Butler quickly because he was very good last game. And let's get on into the Dutch Cup quarterfinal draw. De Jong's banned in the cup as well. Wow. I just broke a record that I probably shouldn't have broken. Especially since Beltman's not going to be very good, is he? He's going to be alright, actually. He's going to be pretty decent, but... Oh well. And he's, yeah, De Jong's banned in the league, the Dutch Cup as well. So that's not too good for him, but it's what I expected from someone like De Jong when I signed him. But yeah, I'm very excited about the Dutch Cup draw. Hopefully we can get another relatively easy team to give us a safe passage through to the semi-final. Although I do fancy us against pretty much any team there is. So here is the draw. Let's just get straight into it. So it's Vitesse, FC Groningen or PSV, FC Twente, Heerenveen. Okay, the other teams left in it aren't too bad. RKC or Heracles, Ajax, Utrecht, NEC, or against Sparta. So we could potentially face the only Dutch team we've taken any points off us this year, or we could face RKC, who I'd obviously prefer. Hopefully when we continue, it will actually show us who we're going to get in the quarterfinals. Could there be another good opportunity to rest some of the more experienced and key players? Oh, we've got Heracles. Okay, that's not too bad. It's not too bad. I'm guessing Heracles won then. Which is a little bit disappointing, but we should be able to beat them. I'm hoping that draw against them was just a blip. But anyway, here's time for the big draw, the Champions League first knockout round. Potentially we could be drawn against my former club Inter Milan, but let's look at all the teams we could be drawn against first. So we've got no, we can't be drawn against Anderlecht. They're in our group. So we've got Atletico, Celtic, CSKA Moscow, Inter, Man City, Sampdoria of Victoria Plzen. Out of all of those, really, I want to avoid Atletico Madrid or Manchester City, but let's see how we get on. There's Man City, AS Monaco, Inter Milan, Manchester United, so we won't be returning to Inter. Sampdoria, Chelsea, so we're not going back to Italy at all. Atletico, Leverkusen, so we've avoided the two teams I wanted to avoid. Celtic, Real Madrid, CSKA Moscow or Victoria Plzen. Victoria Plzen, Ajax, Anderlecht, Bayern, Moscow, Paris Saint-Germain. So we're returning to Czech Republic, a team obviously we knocked out of the Europa League last year. It wasn't the easiest of wins. We beat them, what was it, 6-4 in aggregate in the end, so they gave us a good run for our money, but I'm confident we can get through this game and head into the quarterfinals of the Champions League. But unfortunately, obviously, that isn't for a little while. That's in February, and we're only in December still. But yeah, that wraps up today's episode. When we'll be coming back will actually be the PSV game in the league on the 2nd of February. It's after the winter break, and it's 3 games. It's only really 4 matches from now. But yeah, hopefully people like Ola John may have recovered by then. Luke may have recovered by then. I don't know, maybe. There'll be I'm hoping they might get back in time. They don't think they will, but I'll hope for the best there. But yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, hit that like button, and if you're new to the channel or if you just haven't done so already, hit subscribe as well. My name's Tom, also known as Top FM, and I will catch you all next time. Talk to you later.